All right.
Cool of you.
Yeah, it is. All right, let's go back to Paul Rudy, Rick Willis, and Brandon Stone, who have been covering signing day. It is time for the wrap-up.
He's got a shoe in his right hand. I don't know what that's all about, Paul.
Do you have tape on that shoe?
We'll get to that in a moment. My name's Rudy, Willis, and Stone here. I'll tell you what, it is the fastest 2 hours in broadcast TV, right?
And I've never seen this place clear out so quickly with all the... I mean, this place is packed with hundreds of kids.
But I'll tell you what, we got here, and it went from 7 to 9 o'clock in the blink of an eye. Could you speak to the vibe in the room?
You know, I was surprised because of the early letter of intent day, but all the guys the football players that signed today...
Still showed up.
Yeah.
Well, that's the power of KUSI, dude.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Brandon,
and the PPR.
Brandon, you're
feeling the power.
Yeah.
I'm feeling the power, you know.
Your signing day impressions.
The impressions were, I love this particular signing day because you get to see all the different variations of schools across this country, places I've never heard of and towns I've never heard of that we get to see. I also love the fact there were so many football players and that the early signing period didn't affect the amount of football players, quality football players, I might add, going to Power 5 conference schools that we got to see today.
And I learned that there are more colleges named the same thing like Concordia. I just interviewed a girl and I said, "Oh, you're going to Concordia up there by Redmond?" She goes, "No, it's Concordia in Nebraska." And I'm like, "Oh."
And I also learned, Rick, that you could actually wear shoes on your hands.
Yes.
Yeah, well, we'll get to this in a moment. Can I tell you what my feel-good story of the day is Kenyon Sims from Lincoln High School. Because that kid...
Yeah. He committed to Utah on KUSI.
Yeah. I mean, and a good football player, did nothing wrong, and it's the dirty underbelly of college athletes.
I mean, how do they make that call, though, and say, "Hey, Kenyon,
I
know we offer your scholarship, and I know you're committed to us, but we're not committed to you anymore."
And I'm glad it worked out because I would argue he's even now got a better school and is going to play in a better conference.
Yeah.
But the really cool coach, if Nickerson's still coaching there, I mean, I want to have a guy as tough nosed as that as my leader. That's all I'm saying.
And your best day one impression? Or your signing day impression?
I was amazed at how many soccer players we have.
Yeah.
Because there was one point I interviewed 6 girls from the San Diego Surf, and 6 from, one going to all these different great universities. I mean, it's amazing how many great soccer players we have.
Let's talk about the saga of Martell Irving making that last-second flip, deciding to go to UCLA. How neat was that with the backpack? Yeah. That was so much fun.
Very stylish. And then the other thing, it's a theme that we've been talking about a lot, is now kids are becoming very proactive. Back in the day, you got a scholarship if a school found you, and a lot of schools just didn't find you because there's so many kids. Nowadays, kids are being proactive, their parents are being proactive, and they are finding academic opportunities via their...
That's the power of social media, too, because how many kids go and tweet out and, Instagram out there, they're...
And that's the lesson to be learned, right?
Certainly.
And then the story of the shoe is coming down the stairs. Now these are very expensive shoes. These are Buster Brown 901s, and I threw a heel.
I think it's definitely time to retire those.
And Fred Swift gave me they call it the spat in high school.
I don't even think your dog would chew that shoe.
Yeah. Anyhow, that is the story of the shoe. We will have pictures tonight. Now here's the plan. Isaac Taylor Stewart is going to commit at his dad's Taekwondo gym at 2:15.
He's committing to Whataburger.
Yes.
Whataburger University.
Because the ketchup is better, apparently, than In-N-Out.
Do you know where he's going?
I do.
Where?
I'm not telling you.
All right, okay. All right, so anyhow.
But he was wearing a Nebraska hat, and I'm going to tell you it's not Nebraska.
But I could see the shirt underneath, right?
I could see the shirt underneath.
All right, so he's going to commit at 2:15, come in Studio 5. We will have a wrap-up, about 5 different packages. We'll have about 60 kids in there signing on our ASR tonight.
Like 15 or
Plus,
20.
we're also going to go to the Kia Classic closest to the pin contest.
Aztecs. Brandon's doing Aztecs.
Aztecs. Maddie's at Cathedral. Mike Milburn will have all the non-football kids. So we're going to do a team coverage. The fun has just begun is what I'm trying to babble.
Is this the same team coverage?
So we will see you at
the same
5,
3 of you?
6, 10, 11.
So all 3 of you, this team, you guys, this team, these 3, this is the team you're talking about?
This 3 and then 3...
And then 3 others.
2 more.
And we got
Maddie
and Mike Milburn are going to help out.
And we're going to take Paul to the store to get some new high heels as well.
First,
that'll be sweet.
I threw a heel. I threw a shoe.
Be so sweet.
And I want to know what shirt Isaac Taylor Stewart was wearing. I want to know, and it better be USC.
It says Bama under there. It says
Better not be Bama.
Lisa, I could tell. I could say that, but then I'm afraid he'd blow me off at 5:30. So.
If the national champions were recruiting you,
and
wouldn't you go there?
And we think it's going to be a surprise.
Yes.
Really? If the national champions were
Yeah,
recruiting you, wouldn't you go to Bama? Come on.
No!
Come on.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, but you want to get a good education, Carlos.
Yeah,
Oh, that's true.
well played, Paul. Well
That's true.
played,
Then
yes.
you go to
I
Auburn.
can't even hear him, but I know.
All right, you
Well, I
guys.
wasn't talking about your school either, Lisa. I was talking about it. You want to get it.
Well,
Bye.
but yeah,
There'll be somebody very
let's
happy.
just end this right
Somebody
now.
very happy.
Some
at KU
people are
side.
going to think that I'm not. They don't get my sense of
Nobody
humor,
thinks
so let's just
anything.
let it-
Don't worry, Paul.
I don't.
And this is Good Morning
What are you
San
trying to say?
Diego. We talk
Bye.
about whatever we want.
Yeah,
It's fine. Don't be
We'll all
crazy.
end up at Dixie State at the
Yeah.
spa. It'll be fun.
Thanks, guys.